Good afternoon, everyone. This is Ammar Kadam of InfoPlus Events here, streaming to you live from on site of the 18th annual meeting of the Middle East Academy for otolaryngology and head and neck surgery. I'm joined here by Dr. Safeena Kherani, pediatric otolaryngology consultant at Jarida Children's Hospital here in Dubai. How are you, Dr. Safeena?
I'm well, thank you. Thanks so much for the opportunity to speak today. We had a lively, fun session, so I'm really excited.
Thank you for joining us, Dr. Safeena. Now, tell us more about the Wyoming session. What happened, and give us a synopsis of what happened.
Yeah, sure. So Wyoming stands for Women in Otolaryngology Middle East. And we just inaugurated our group this year with the Middle East Otolaryngology Head and Neck Surgery Academy meeting. So we're very excited. And part of our initiatives with the inauguration are threefold. So the first was we had a keynote lecture by Dr. Karen Koss from McGill. She was a pioneer in the whole field. In addition to being one of the first female presidents for the Canadian Society, she started the organization. So she was our keynote lecturer, and then moved on to our first Inspiring Woman ENT Award that was awarded yesterday to Prof. Leila Talismani. And she is an incredible woman, first female professor in the region, in addition to, in her own right, starting some of the first cochlear implant programs. She was the chair of a department for 8 years. And then today it culminated with our panel, Women in Otolaryngology Middle East panel, where we had individuals from different stages in their career on the panel, and we asked questions and shared thoughts. But what was incredible was that there was a lot of engagement from the audience as well. So we had our keynote lecturer, Dr. Karen Kost, as well as a senior established pediatric otolaryngologist in the field from Lebanon, Dr. Randa Barazi. Then we had Dr. Mai Nasser, who's a junior staff but accomplished in her own right, doing a lot of research. And then actually a chief resident from Dubai Hospital, another woman. So the full spectrum, which is very exciting.
That's great. That's great. Now, you previously told me that this is the inauguration session, so this is the first time this is done. And what do you think of it so far? How do you think it went? What was the main takeaway, and how was the audience reaction?
Well, I should say I'm surprised, but I guess I was surprised. It was a very engaging discussion. We had a lot of inspiration. We had individuals, men and women, at the session that provided some great ideas. And I think the takeaway was that we've actually come really far already the last 10 to 15 years, more than where we were even prior to that. But I think there's still even more room for improvement, more room for growth, for everyone to, bring out the best in their potential and do as much as they can. There were some issues that we highlighted that are similar in different regions, but also some other outlying issues that I think we can improve on.
That's great. That's great. So there was a lot in common between the issues addressed, and
Yeah.
regardless of the region itself, the issues are common.
Yeah. And we noticed, I think there's opportunities for us to collaborate with some of the other established organizations like the Women in Otolaryngology Group in Canada and in America. But also, I think even within us, there's an opportunity now to develop more of an infrastructure
Okay.
and kind of plan what projects and initiatives we want to do to help move us forward.
That's great. That's really great. Thank you so much, Dr. Safeena, for joining us. Thank you so much for the information. And any last remarks you want to tell the audience?
Well, we just thank the Academy for the opportunity to bring our group together and to, highlight it and put it right on a pedestal. So we really appreciate that.
That's great.
Thank you.
You so much, Dr. Safeena. Thank you. Up next, we have Dr. Eyad Meibar. He's going to be telling us more about the conference, and awaiting his arrival. Joining me now is Dr. Eyad Meibar, Executive Director of the Tarabishi Healthcare. How are you, Dr. Eyad?
Good afternoon, Mr. Ahmad. How are you
I'm
today?
great. How are you?
Great, doing well.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Dr. Eyad is really excited about joining us. He has a lot to talk about. So please tell us more about, first of all, the conference and Tarabishi specifically.
Well, first of all, thank you so much. My name is Dr. Eyad Meibar. I'm the Executive Director of the Tarabishi Healthcare. It's an honor working with such a brand, to be honest with you. Briefly about the conference, it's the 18th edition. Of course, my colleagues have talked widely, clearly, and extensively about it. I just want to add, it's one of the pillars in the Society of ENT in the country. And the best part of it, which we are very proud, is that each and every conference edition, we do sponsor 30 youngsters of the ENT graduates to come over from all over the countries, and specifically we concentrate on the newly developed countries, let's say. We sponsor those 30 people, full sponsorship. We're talking about flight tickets, accommodation, uh, uh, the whole stay, to come to join the conference and to get involved with the professors, the niche doctors from all over the world, to get involved and get the experience from them, the discussions that will enrich their backgrounds. And we're very proud that this has been going on for like 18 years right now. And we're glad that we are offering a small help to them so they can reflect it to their societies in a good practice for their patients. So, yeah, this year also we have 30 members, and each one of them has his own paper, let's say, or a research
Okay.
to submit it to the professors here to discuss it, and probably win a prize and taking it and going home.
No, that's great.
So that's a great achievement that we're proud of.
Of course, of course.
It is.
Yeah, now it shows that the conference puts up and coming doctors and young doctors in particular as one of its main priorities.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We are in full support of those. This is the next generation.
Mhm.
And the good part, like I said, is we are blessed with such professors from like Dr. Was Tarabishi and the rest of the team that they are willingly putting their expertise and they are open-heartedly trying to help those young people who are eager to learn
Yes.
and share their experience, share their cases, share their researches and innovations with them to pass that knowledge and then take it back to their communities. So it's a wonderful interaction that can uplift the standards of the practice in ENT in general. So we're hoping for the best for everybody.
That's great. That's great. Now, you were talking earlier today in the conference about the Tarabishi brand. You mentioned to me that you want to mention the Tarabishi brand. You want to talk about the impact it has on the conference itself, their role in organizing scientifically and preparing the conference in general.
Well, thank you for bringing me this opportunity to talk about the Tarabishi brand or Tarabishi name in general.
Yep.
But we are proudly working with Dr. Moaz Tarabishi. He's a worldwide renowned figure, and he is known globally as the father of endoscopic neuroscience surgery. Now, it was to start with, it was like a dream
Okay.
between Dr. Moaz Tarabishi and the late Dr. Heinz Stamberger. Dr. Stamberger was in more focused in the sinus surgeries. Dr. Tarabishi is more focused in the ear surgeries. So they were like dreaming of that institute or a place that they can really put their knowledge
Yes.
and expertise to train and pass it to other colleagues that they are eager to learn new techniques and new methods and ways and so on and so forth. So, and there comes the idea. So now we are proudly saying that Tarabishi Stamberger Ear and Sinus Institute is developed, it's established, and it's up and running in Dubai.
Okay.
So the dream actually came true.
Came through, yeah.
And we are, like I said, now running, and it has two sections. One section is for the training. It's like a lab where doctors can come and practice actually their surgical and medical techniques, and the other part is the clinical part,
Okay.
where we do see patients and treat them with the latest innovations and techniques. So, yeah, we'll proudly say that this dream has
Came through.
came true,
came true,
and
yes.
it saw the light, and now we are seeing patients at Tarabishi Stamberger Ear and Science Institute. So, yeah, I mean it's a great adventure, and the best part it's supported by
Yeah.
Dr. Moaz Tarabishi,
Yes.
who is, like I said, a worldwide renowned figure.
Mhm.
He's known for his passion,
Mhm.
his research, his techniques,
Okay.
and along with, we're supported with a tremendous group of researchers, other professors and doctors that they are putting the trust in that dream
That's great.
that
Yeah.
came true,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Expanding
want
the
to
team.
exactly,
Yeah.
and they want to be part of that
Yeah.
team to put also their efforts to pass it to others.
Yes.
So we're blessed with numerous numbers of those professors and doctors to be on board. So I can say that we are bringing the best of the best in the ENT world to the community here in Dubai,
Yep.
in the UAE, and at large to the region, I would say.
Yep.
So here we are.
Here we are.
Here
Now,
we
just
are.
one last point that I want to kind of slightly dive into is that
Sure.
this dream of an institute, just to take the whole point home, how does that dream siphon into the conference? How do they reflect onto each other? Is the dream a byproduct of the conference? Is the conference a byproduct of the dream? How does it go?
It's a tricky question. Which comes first,
Yeah.
chicken or egg?
Chicken or the egg, exactly.
The point is, again,
Yeah.
when we say group of doctors, it's been there since a long time ago. I don't want to mention years because we don't want to look old. You know what I mean? But the point is, yes, that group of doctors or researchers or lovely people that wants to share their passion.
Yep.
It was long time ago.
Yep.
Now, part of it actually is that translating this kind of passion,
Yes.
the knowledge, the innovations, the techniques, and what have you, into some sort of an annual gathering
Yes.
that can harvest almost everybody around the region, trying to pass to them this kind of innovations, which is evolving on an annual basis. And the idea of the Middle East Academy came to life.
Yes.
So it was formulated and then it was translated into a conference. We have the capability, we have the connection with passionate professors all over the world who would love to come and share their experiences and cases with everybody.
Yes.
So why not? Let's do it annually, and it evolves every year. New professors, more advanced cases, more interesting cases to be discussed every year to put on the platform. So here we go, and conference now. This is the 18th edition. Super excited about it because it's a massive success. We have, I think, a little bit above 120 speakers from all over the world.
Yes.
And this number is increasing annually. I think a little bit above 120 speakers from all over the world.
Yes.
And this number is increasing annually. So yeah, this is the story of the conference, if you want to say. But which comes first? I mean, I think it's both part of the dream,
Exactly.
and it's a different translation for the technical part and educational and scientific part. So, but yes, again, this is the Tarabishi legacy. If we are going to talk about how it's translated to benefit the society in general.
That's great. That's great. Well, there you go. A story of a dream, a story of an institute and a conference. Dr. Eyad, thank you so much for
Thank you
joining
so
us.
much for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this live stream podcast. Hopefully, we'll see you again. Thank you for joining us and hope to see you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.